All right, here we are back again. Sorry, technology is kind of frustrating. I have 5 minutes for video, so I might have a part three again, so stay tuned. But here's part two. We just finished Mandate of Heaven and what is a dynasty. Quick reminder, the Mandate of Heaven gave rulers the right to be king or emperor. Right here, you guys will be able to write your response. So when you access this Google Slides presentation, you may type into this document and I will be able to track your responses. But the big question is, what is the mandate of heaven? What did it give people? So you're going to go ahead and answer that question, type in your responses. If you need to go back to the presentation, you may do so, but you will type in your responses on this slide. Next. You will be learning about a few things called philosophies. You'll be learning about two different philosophies, one Confucianism and two Taoism. They were both created by two different men, but they have some similarities and some differences. We're going to go ahead and go over those now. I'm going to talk about Confucianism. Well, a philosophy is a way of thinking. So, a philosophy created by Confucius, who saw many problems in the world. This dude, Confucius, this man right here, he saw many problems in the world and he wanted to have those solved. Um, Most important ideas were that peace and order were installed into the society. Everybody had a role, everybody had a job, and if it was fulfilled, there would be peace and harmony. If there wasn't, there'd be craziness, chaoticness. Um, and then it was also important to establish order. He created an outline of how to treat others. I'm going to spend some time on the next slide explaining some of those outlines and what they were. But one of the biggest things that his outline did was to basically show that responsibilities for children were to respect and listen to their elders. That was something huge that he spent time on, was that children learn to respect and listen to their elders. I really like this, dude. I like that idea. Hopefully, you guys might be able to learn something new with this Confucius man. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next slide. So, like I was explaining, he had an outline of his teachings. The Analects are a book that collects the daily teachings of Confucius. So this man had a following of people called his students, and they wrote down some of the things that he would say that taught them lessons in their teachings. They're short sayings or teachings that try to help you be a better person. There's a typo on one of these pictures that I have, but just roll with it. It says, choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. That's one of his teachings or sayings. Another one is, what you do not want done to yourself, do not do to others. And then the next one, he who learns but does not think is lost. He who thinks but does not learn is in great danger. So these are some of his sayings that Confucius said and have even helped people today kind of take a step back and look at themselves and basically try to be a better person. Also, how they treat other people. In this picture right here, we can see this guy's fist coming out of his mouth is punching this lady. Basically, words hurt. So this is saying, don't do to yourself what, or don't do to others what you wouldn't want done to yourself. So basically, he tries to teach you simple things about interacting with others or just about yourself. The next slide I'm going to go ahead and move on to is going to be about Taoism or Taoism. It's the same thing. It's just spelled different. The spelling got changed throughout time, but we're going to go ahead and just go with Taoism. It was created by Lao Tzu, and Tao is known as a force, and it represents all living things. So the letter DAO, Tao, represents all living things. It's a force. It's not something we can hold or see with our hands. It's just like a feeling or a way of being. I'm going to have to stop my video in about 30 seconds, so I'm just going to pause right here and make a part 3. Hopefully there's no part 4, but here is part 2 of your ancient China slides. I will be posting part 3 next.